first of all, thank you. Like, we haven't fully started, but thank you for, taking the time out of your Sunday after,
Dude, we're stoked. This
playing.
is like long awaited.
I know.
Many years.
This has been many years.
Like 4 years in the making. And also the first video in person one. So happy you guys are taking a part of that. If you checked out the show, basically it's just kind of going over everything basketball divorce court. Last half of the episode, we usually talk about fun stories from your time in music. Basically all the stories that you talk amongst yourselves, those are the ones I want to hear. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Other than that, mimosas, help yourself, and we'll just have a good time.
Cool.
I'll pop it.
All right.
Go crazy.
Go
Guys
stupid.
and gals.
Alright. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Alright. Dude, all I can think about is like that G6 song.
Yeah. Like a G6.
Bopping, bop.
Welcome to the Beers with Bands podcast with your host, Michael Torres. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Beers with Bands. Tweak it, breakfast with bands. We're having some mimosas. I have basketball divorce court in the house today. How y'all doing?
Great. Happy to be here.
I'm like we were saying before we fully got started. 4 years in the making. So stoked to have you all here to celebrate this after so long. So
I know it was way too long in the making.
Right.
I think you had asked us when you lived in Iowa City.
Right.
Which is wild.
And then pandemic happened, and I moved, and now full circle. Now we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
We got some fun stuff to talk about. I mean, there's a new full length coming out.
It is.
So, but I mean, I'm trying to think where to start. I mean, first of all, it's already been a pretty fun-filled year for the four of you. I mean, how many shows have you guys played already?
Just two.
Just two?
But that's two more. That we played 2 shows total last year. So
we're
already tied.
We're already
coming out swinging.
starting strong.
We got a lot on the books too. So
we got a lot of stuff planned. Yeah, we can announce we're gonna go on tour in May.
Hell yeah!
So announcing it on the podcast. So
yeah.
What are those dates, Katie?
They are the 6th through the 13th of May, starting in Iowa City, ending in Minneapolis.
Hell yeah!
There you go.
2 strong ones.
Coming to your favorite Midwestern city near you.
Elgin, Illinois.
Unless you live in a shitty one.
Unless you live in Indiana, sorry.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck
for Fort Wayne.
For people that might not be aware, Basketball Divorce Court is a post-punk, but we're not going to ask what post-punk is.
Because we don't know what it is.
We're not going to do that. We're also not going to dive into the name. I'm going to save that one for someone else that wants to do that on their podcast.
Hell yeah.
Not going to hit you with the repeat questions,
My man.
But you kind of have, like, split hometowns. Iowa City, Minneapolis.
Des Moines.
And Des Moines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so 3 cities. Like, that's got to be kind of difficult.
For sure.
Yeah.
For anybody to do, but let alone try and still do a band. Like, how do you guys manage it?
It's difficult. It's all about communication. It really is, and it's kind of like, being sure that we're making conscious and decisive decisions. Like when we first started, we just played any and every show that we can get on. I mean, we were a new band. Like, we were stoked to get asked, and now it's like we want to be a little more decisive. We've been a band for almost 4 years. We want to get some shows where it's getting some traction. We want to make a name for ourselves in a different scene other than Iowa City. And so, it's all about making the right choices that'll benefit us, honestly. So, because we don't have the resources to, be able to play a lot of shows. So when we do, we have to be very decisive about it, So, yeah.
Otherwise, we were living all in Iowa City. So everything was just right there, and we could play like 2 shows a week if we wanted to. It really was a big deal.
Yeah,
you know. But now it's like, well, for one thing, I only just got a new car here recently, so like that helps quite a bit because
Plus, you get to drive it. I think you just get excited about.
I
get to drive my new car.
I'm excited about it. I mean, I've been driving a '78 Caprice for 9 years, so it's like that is. ship has sailed at this point. So you know,
it's a smooth ride.
It definitely.
I'll tell you what. Go Chevy. Go off
I
Chevy.
do miss that. I do miss that old car though. Had a little hula girl on the front.
Oh, nice.
I still have it. It just won't be probably making any Minneapolis trips.
That's like, you gotta navigate like all the adult stuff too. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta get off work. You gotta have someone who can take care of the cats, like that kind of bullshit.
Well, it's also that you're all able to, you know, overcome all those obstacles and still keep this going. Like you mentioned, been a band for 4 years. Because I remember, in Iowa City, I would. It was right after that time where you all had just formed, so you were playing all the time, which is amazing. But props for overcoming all of that.
And like,
I find it difficult just living my own life.
Well, yeah, I think one thing that I'm very proud of my band for is not losing hope during COVID. Saw a lot of bands just wither away, and it sucks, like a lot of good bands. And especially being long distance during COVID, like, it was, I wouldn't say dicey, like, none of us ever talked about, you know, like, ending it, but, like, you know, it was a scary time for everyone, and so, like, I'm really proud of my band for making it through that, because, you know, it's just kind of a difficult time for everyone, but... Yeah, it was,
What's really wild to me is that when we first started this band, like, Adrian and I had, like, the intention of, like, moving to Minneapolis by, like, the end of that summer in 2019, so it was, like, always accepted that it's, like, well, when Adrian and I move, we're just gonna, like, break up, basically. But then, like, people, like, liked us, so we were like, okay, well, I guess we'll just stick around and see if we can make this work, and then we just did, and we all enjoyed doing it, so it's just, like, I think...
Yeah.
It became habit and we just didn't stop.
Yeah. I think we all just love doing it. Like, we love, like, giving it our all at every show, like, making sure people are having fun, like, enjoying themselves, but being safe, too. And, you know, it's just, like, we love sharing what we love to do to other people, like, you know, and we have fun. Like, it's genuinely a fun time. And I think that's one of the most important things when you're performing in music is just making sure you're having fun.
So true, bestie.
Yeah.
I do want to make a point. So I was lucky enough to see That's Wild Worst Court for the 2 shows that have been played so far this year. Last night at Pillar Forum and then a couple weeks ago at Turf Club. And, you know, seeing it in 2 different venues, 2 different style of venues and everything like that, I think last night's was way better than Turf Club. And having Basketball World Court play on the floor that close to people, that's the key, I think. It really made it feel more that punkness come out, and just seeing. It felt weird being an old guy at an all ages show because I haven't been to an all ages show in a while. And
like,
just,
we're all 26, 26.
So old.
Yes, but it was nice seeing all these kids come out and just like actually give a shit.
Yeah.
And, like, go hard.
It was so cool because I feel like at a lot of non-all ages shows, you know, you have all the people there that are just like standing like this. So it was really wild to just have like a completely different audience that was just like super into it and that had like such a palpable energy that like you could just like feed off of. Because like a lot of the times, like, you know, I like to be like, you know, jumping around like when I'm feeling it, but like when people are like going like this, I'm like, oh no, I'm being judged. But you know, when the kids are really into it, I'm like, hell yeah, so let's do those jumps and shit.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to like unzip, or, like, you know, let loose and become more uninhibited. Because like, again, when you're talking about like just when people aren't moving around, like, I just feel like the same. But then last night it makes me want to move around too, which is where I want to be. I want to be in that kind of like bodily moving around and feel that energy as well. So I really liked that show last night as well.
Yeah, it was fun.
Minneapolis has a really good interactive scene that, like, I swear before like playing these shows in Minneapolis, people didn't really like mosh to our music, and like I wanted that. I wanted the crowd to do that, and like these past 2 shows, it's been like amazing. It's been like I'm seriously into it just as much as the crowd is into it. Instead of us just like jumping around on stage, I'm like doing like head banging and everyone's just standing there like, And I'm just
really
like
this.
yeah, it's like, oh, got it. I'll just go fuck myself. So it's like, okay, I see where this is going.
I slightly feel called out because I'm that old dude that does that. I post up like a hardcore kid, and then I'm just like this.
Oh, but like major respect to that though. Like that's how I am. It's like I don't.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm not jumping. Like, fucking kidding
Like
me?
yeah, no disrespect to that,
I
like
gotta
at
work in
all.
the morning.
I think that was me through like. So like literally like. We just want everyone to have a good time.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're moshing, standing there, you know, like, just having a good time, being safe, that's what matters most to us. Yeah. Definitely.
We'll talk about one big show coming up here in a little bit, but before we get there, with these shows, you have been playing kind of like, especially for me, not seeing Basketball Divorce Court since 2019. This is a whole new set list because there's this whole new full length coming out. I didn't catch the name of the full length, and I feel so bad. What is the name of the full length?
Well, we don't have one yet.
Okay.
We were literally just talking about this yesterday. We were like throwing out names to each other, but we haven't really settled on anything yet.
We're 3 weeks away or a month away.
That's fine.
It's okay.
I mean, like it'll have a name when I type it into DistroKid, like before it drops.
We'll figure it out. We also don't have an album cover art yet, so we're working. It's a work in progress.
Okay.
It might be last minute, but somehow we get shit done, and that's how we like to operate. Keep the people guessing.
It's like it'll have to have a name when it drops. So that's.
So we got limited time, but maybe a deadline is good for us.
The deadline is the 17th.
Yeah, we're good. Our deadline is far away, so we got time.
By the time this episode comes out, because this is going to come out a week after the album comes out, everything will be out. So it'll be in the description.
So it's out now.
Yeah, it's
you
out.
guys can go get it.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Local Spotify.
Hello, our album's out now.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been listening to it for 2 years. Losers.
No, that's what I wanted to ask earlier too. Is obviously we talked about powering through the pandemic and like staying with it. So this started in the birth of the pandemic, where you were just passing songs along, or was it kind of pre-pandemic?
Well,
and then just fell
like,
off.
Maybe about like half of the songs are written before the pandemic, and then about the other half were written in the first few months. I feel so. Yeah, a lot of the songs that are on this album sort of came out of like moving to Minneapolis and just like going off of like the creative space of like having like played all the BBDC shows in Iowa City like that whole summer, and then just like. Having a little time to like sort of sit back and like reflect, and then like dive into like some new stuff, because it was like a lot of like trying to up the ante of like our old material, and then the pandemic happened, and I was like, oh okay, well now we can do all this other writing. But then I think everybody was just kind of sad for a long time, so so the writing like kind of slowed down. But then eventually we were like, well, eventually if we're going to record everything, then we need to like get all this stuff together. Because originally we were going to record a follow-up EP in like May of 2020, but obviously we couldn't do that. So then eventually we just kept writing, and then eventually we had enough material for an album. So we were like, well, why don't we just do an album?
Yeah, because we'd already written an EP, and I was just like, let's give the people what they want. Why not? And we performed like a couple of the songs at our last show before COVID.
Oh yeah.
But it's so wild because like we played like our first song on the album. One of the singles out is called RXD, and I have this friend who took a video of it from 3 years ago, and it gets sent to me every fucking year. And listening to RXD being played so slow.
Yeah.
Like, we played it, like, at half the speed, probably, like, before the pandemic, and now it's just, like, a rager.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's, like, kind of crazy, and I'm almost like, please don't send that to me for a fourth year in a row. It makes me sad.
Can you send that to me? Because
I got you.
Like. I'm trying to think. I'm like,
I got you, Derek. Don't you worry.
Cool.
I'll find it.
My mom has a video of us doing Fuck Capitalism at that show too, and it's this wild.
Oh my god.
No.
That's awesome.
Like these 10 songs are super sick, and like it's nice to see the like kind of like evolution from the first EP to this. And I mean it's nice, gritty, fast, like kind of punk at its core, and then when you overlay your vocals style to it, like it just makes it this whole nother takes it to a whole other notch, and it's been a great to listen to. So thank you so much for sending that to me ahead of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, I'm just ready for the people. Obviously, they've already heard it by the time this comes out, but I'm ready for everyone else to listen to this as well.
Yeah, I'm tempted to just leak my own shit.
I've already leaked it to a bunch of
I
people.
know, I've leaked it. I'm just like, hey, do you want to
Like
listen to
last year, I made a cassette tape for one of my friends, like of the album. So like they've just had it for like a whole year.
I literally just sent it to anyone. I was just like, hey, do you want my album? Like, no one would ask, and I'd just be like, I know you didn't ask for this, but
But here you go.
It's so funny. But yeah.
With this album, there's also, this great album release show, which is taking place in Iowa City. Obviously, this comes out a week after, but we're going to talk about it now because we're still a month away, and it's such a sick lineup. I mean, obviously, Basketball Divorce Court, got the Homies in Careful Gaze, got the wonderful Penny Peach,
Yeah.
and then
Early Girl.
Early Girl.
Our friend Aaron's band.
Yeah, it's a new band in Iowa City, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Like a new and emerging band, with our friend Aaron. So super stoked on that. It's a good lineup.
It's so stacked. Like, I know some people from Minneapolis are gonna head down, and I'm like, I gotta talk to people to like maybe catch a ride, because like it's at Gabe's too, which Gabe's is like my favorite venue in the entire world.
It's just notorious.
Last show we played, last show I played with these guys in Iowa City, because I'd never been to Gabe's, so Derek, he took me there and then went up and showed where bands would play.
Oh yeah.
And then just knowing that we're about to play Gabe's, I'm super pumped for that. It's gonna be a fun venue.
It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be hype. We're excited. I want to make sure everyone is excited in the crowd. I wanted to make sure we had some like banger openers, you know what I mean? I want the crowd to be engaged the whole time, because it's like a killer lineup. We have a killer set. Like, it's gonna pop off.
Literally all the besties.
Yeah,
are
like
on the lineup, and all the besties are gonna be there.
in
It's gonna
Iowa
be Bestie Fest.
And we are, I guess we can announce it too with tour. We're going on tour with Careful Gaze.
Okay.
So we're all touring together. So that's really exciting.
Tight.
Yeah. Very excited for it.
Since they obviously won't listen to this right away, what are some shenanigans that you're going to pull on them on tour?
Dude, I'm trying to hit as many like Cracker Barrels.
They do have good French toast.
So some like Waffle Houses, you know what I mean?
You know how to play that peg game?
Which one?
Yeah, the one with the little
yeah.
We're getting a play
Oh
practice.
yeah,
I mean,
we're gonna play Hearts.
I don't know
Just learn how to play
Yes.
Hearts. I'm gonna make sure I record everything to get like a cute little video compilation at the end of it. But I'm just gonna try to not like fall and eat shit every night. Honestly, like there's a really cool picture of me that used to be my profile picture of like me leaning down, and I'm like, oh no, I almost went face first into the speaker. Yeah, like no way, no shit. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I think I'm most excited for the Madison show. We're gonna play in Madison, Wisconsin, and it's gonna be really dope. And so I won't say the lineup just yet, low key, because I also don't know it. But like,
We're playing with besties.
yeah, we
Always
are
fun
playing.
times.
Yeah, we are playing with Excuse Me, Who Are You? So we're playing with them, and then I think of another band or two. But yeah, Madison on State Street, can't get any better than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Quick shout out. Excuse me. Who are you? They were on the podcast about a month ago. By the time this comes out, you guys are killer.
Nice.
We talked about Basketball Divorce Court.
No way.
So
No way.
that episode comes out next week. So
Oh,
Two
I'm
days.
That's
stoked.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Stu better have said nice things.
Yeah.
We'll say mean things right now.
I will fight.
how long is this tour run that you guys are gonna do?
May 6th through the 13th. So we're hitting up,
It's like a week.
yeah, Iowa City, Elgin, Toledo, Milwaukee, Madison, possibly La Crosse. We're going to the Midwest Music Fest. Super exciting.
Nice.
That's going to be in Winona, Minnesota. And then we're ending in the great city of Minneapolis. So can't get much better than that.
Right.
Yeah, really can't. So super stoked for it. It's our first tour. So
Excited.
it's exciting. We booked it all ourselves and everything, and it's just really exciting to see how far we've come to playing, you know, to 0 people, and, you know, to going on tour low-key might play to 0 people, who fucking knows. But realistically, like, we just want to share our music with everyone, make sure we, like, make a name for ourselves. Like, I want people to know, like, we're Basketball Divorce Court, and we're coming up, so.
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
We'll be in your town, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, we're coming to a town near you.
Well, everyone that's listening and you're in those cities, make sure to go out to catch those shows because they're going to be killer. Obviously, you know, Careful Gaze. That's a sick tour package to come through any town.
Yep.
Where can people find those dates? Do we haven't posted anywhere?
Not yet.
Will we?
Not yet. I got a flyer in the makes right now. Someone in Indonesia is popping off on a flyer, so I'm super stoked to see it. And, like, I want to announce it probably around the time this comes out, after our album release show, because that'll give us, like, about a month and a half to, you know, promote it. And I think that's plenty of time. I wouldn't want to promote it too early. Yeah. So, like, around the time this comes out, that'll be honestly perfect. So, yeah, we're super stoked about that.
Obviously, we had the full length is just going to be dropping. I mean, it's a couple years in the making, but like, what can people expect kind of going forward with the rest of this year besides album, tour? Like, what's that question mark?
Well, we're working on new stuff too. We have like 2 songs in the making, but we also have other songs in the making. So we're hoping that we have those in a finalized state, maybe near the end of the year we could like record or something and have a little another EP or something. That'll be cool. Completely different direction. It's gonna be not that completely different.
Well, it's gonna be a little harder. It's gonna be a little more like, you know,
as the years go on, we just keep getting angrier about stuff.
Yeah, like I was just like
more
the ante just keeps getting up.
Yeah,
so.
Just like something's pissing us off, just like progressively, and it's just like
these divorces are taking a long time.
Yeah,
wife's still got the kids, still got the dog.
I'm trying to think of a Ponderosa joke.
Lost the house.
Fine. I miss her dearly.
Well, it's nice too, because I'm excited for the album to drop just because we can move on to working on some of this other stuff. I know there's been a lot of stuff, Elena, you've been working on that, you know, we just haven't been able to mess around with or anything. That, and you know, we've got a new bass player too. Jack's been my buddy for a long time, and you know, so we finally get to kind of collaborate and make it a, you know, it's a new album and a new I don't know, spin on shit. So
completely new dynamic.
Yeah, we want to get a couple new songs that we've been working on for tour too. Hopefully.
I'm thinking we will.
Yeah, confident.
It's I know this album hasn't dropped yet or anything, but I'm already tired of so many of these songs.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years in the making. I mean, it's kind of
2021.
It's just kind of you know, it's a little old for us. It'll be new for some people, but it's you know, we haven't put out anything for 3.5 years, really. Our EP was out 6 months after we started being a band, and now it's almost 4 years next month. And
play that shit into the ground.
Yeah. And it's we want to get people hyped for this album, but we want people to know, don't worry, we're making new stuff.
It's not gonna be like last time.
It's not. Don't worry, guys, because we were on another podcast and we were episode.
We don't get divorced.
We were episode 30 something, and then for the EP, and then they
and they reviewed our singles.
They reviewed our
100 episodes later.
And and they're just hopefully we don't have to have 100 episodes again to see their new shit. And I'm just
yeah,
homie, I hope so. I hope so too.
Drag us.
Yeah. They called us out so hard.
We wait for them to turn another 100 episodes.
Right? And I'm just well, now that you said it, I'm going to be petty.
Just turning the rotisserie on us.
I know. But no, it's just been really cool to be able to talk to people on podcasts, interviews, everything. Because, you know, it's hard. We're not in the same place. So it's, you know, really hard to do that and everything. So we're just very grateful that you do this shit. It's fucking rad. Yeah. It's awesome.
Feels weird when people give me compliments and turn it around.
This mimosa is so tasty too.
Dude, this orange juice.
Top tier orange juice.
Dude, it is good. It's good shit.
Good old Kemp's.
I love it. I'm having a really good time.
And then with you coming into the fold, like, what were your initial thoughts when you joined?
So he's my buddy, and he approached me and to try out for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of had to come over and like use like a little headphone to like the songs that are on Spotify. I think it was like Fuck Capitalism, and Kate was there, and so just like had to just off the cuff, just kind of got it, and I played like 4 shows so far. But we live together, so and we're also in a couple other projects, but it's just like bass and drums, just rhythmic unit that are best friends that get to drive up and hang out all the time. It's pretty dope.
Well, I remember when like I came up because Derek was like, I got a buddy. Because the thing is we said yes to a show and did not have a bassist.
As one does.
As one does. Because why wouldn't Basketball Divorce Corps be the most chaotic band? And I went up to Des Moines, and I was just like, I don't know, like, we tried another person out, it didn't work out, and I was just kind of, like, losing just a little bit of hope, you know. It's hard, because, you know, we found Derek, and, like, Derek's basically been in the band since the beginning. Like, I think of him as an OG member, you know, like, everything, and so, but I will say, like, it was kind of hard finding a drummer there for a little bit. Like, we were kind of like, shit, what do we do? And so when I went up to see Jack, I was like, not trying to lose hope, but I was like, I really hope this works out. And I went up there, and Jack just started playing, and I was like, do you want to be in the band? Like, I think I asked if Jack wanted to be in the band before I asked everyone else if that was okay. Because I was just like, fuck, you just listened to our song. You just played it, and it's just like, we need someone to learn some shit fast. Yeah. And so like, Jack's been an amazing addition to the band. It's just like brings the cohesiveness of like, there's so much love in this band that we have for each other. Like, we really are like all best friends. Like, I consider these people like my family basically. And so having Jack come in with us was the perfect addition.
Yeah. Not only is he a great bassist, he's just the sweetest and nicest guy.
I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. It's like being able to make music with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
And having fun. That's, again, like, that's all we're about, you know? Like, money comes, cool. We never expect to get paid. Yeah, we love money, don't get me wrong, but, like, I never expect to get paid. And it's not about the money. It's about, you know, again, having fun.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Low-key, I need to exercise, though.
Oh, yeah, same.
Low-key.
I was just like, I jumped 3 times in platform shoes, and, like, my shins are just shot. Like, what the fuck? I'm 26 years old.
After 2 headbangs, I was like, my back hurts.
That denim jacket was just destroying me in there. I was like, just soaked. I'd like peel off like a few songs, and it's like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I got super hot.
I was like, the one time that people are taking videos from multiple angles, I gotta look sweaty as shit. Are you? Like, the last couple of shows, I was great. I was good. I wasn't sweating at all. And then I was just like, Jesus Christ.
I was like, I completely forgot what that felt like.
Yeah, I know, right?
In a place like this.
So funny. Like, yeah. Oh my god.
So I want to throw in like a little fun question. In one of the songs, and I've only listened to it everything through a couple times, so forgive me if I don't remember the song title.
It's okay, most of the titles are the wrong titles anyway.
Yeah, they are.
But
we'll probably change it at the day
Last
of anyway.
second.
Yeah.
Last second.
But there is a line in one of the songs that says 100% that bitch. So I want to take a second to kind of go around and ask each one of you, what makes you 100% that bitch?
Dude, Derek, start it off.
I don't know. I was born like that, baby. I don't know.
So I was just made like that.
Yeah. Trying to do some crazy confident ways. I don't know. I really don't know.
Look at that tattoo.
Next.
Man. I mean, have you seen that?
Yeah, that tattoo. That's fun.
the song. I guess like
yeah, that one just dude.
I got that confidence and I got that rage.
It's probably because I'm drinking. That's why. That's why I'm that bitch.
It's all about confidence. You gotta own it. You gotta be that bitch. I remember writing that song. I was like, hey, Elena,
Just giggling about it.
Yeah, I literally, so I was like...
You're like, Elena, what the fuck did I write this song about? And I was like, I don't know, write it about being, like, a bad bitch.
Yeah. And literally, I remember when we were recording
You were like, I'm so soft and, like, cry all the time.
Like, I schedule my crying times. Like, that cannot be like that. I don't know. I'm not feeling like that bitch right now. And we were all cracking up when we were recording it, and it was just, dude, yeah, and I was just like, shut up. I know the lyrics are funny, but shut up. like, oh my god.
Yeah, paper towel.
Party foul.
So
yeah, in the bathroom.
I was gonna say the videos. There's someone that took videos of last night's show, and I think it was fuck capitalism. There was like a way that you screamed, you like held it out way longer than I've heard it before, and it was like gave me fucking chills. And it was just like that's what makes you like that, especially on stage. You just fucking kill it.
That was the second song, and low key didn't know if I'd be able to do the rest. I was like, I gave it my all in that one, and I was like, Katie, no. Katie, no.
Yeah, last night, so someone got a YouTube video of us playing fuck capitalism, and at the end, you're like, fuck capitalism!
Dude, I like couldn't catch my breath. Like I said, I literally was like, man, after that second headbang, my back, my neck, like it was not doing hot. So yeah, why are you a bad bitch?
Oh, I'm 100% self-made girl. My tits are store-bought. All this is together. I used to have a beard. Remember that?
Yo,
so yeah,
that's so wild. I could
did
never
this
imagine
all
that.
myself. So.
Self-made, baby.
But there's a lot of like really good catchy lyrics I feel like in this album, and for people that have only listened to the EP, like you're in for a treat with this soon to be determined name of album. But what's something that someone can fully expect to get out of this?
If you've listened to our EP, I was 22. I joined the band and they were just like, they needed a new vocalist and they were just like, can you sing? And I was like, fuck no. They're like, okay, we'll come to practice. Didn't say shit the first practice. And Elena was like,
it was like a joke. It was
dude.
Like, Katie, you should just be like the fronter. You should like front the next band. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I literally was like, fine, fuck it. I got nothing to do. Like, I was graduated college. Like, fuck it. And so first practice didn't say anything, and then second practice came back with, because you guys were like, just say random lyrics, just do that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, for sure. Didn't say shit. I got too scared. Second practice, I was like, okay, fine, you know what, fuck it, I'll scream. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And they're just like, alright, yeah, this is a band now. And so I was 22, I didn't really know, like, how to scream, what I was kind of doing, but I was trying to do it. And you can tell the difference in at least my vocals, you know, like you can expect different, like, I've matured, I have kind of tried to like perfect it, you know, like COVID was kind of hard, but like tried to keep up on it, and like the riffs everything is so much more dynamic, like we really, every aspect we stepped up, and so it's like you're gonna hear the progression of how we've just evolved, and that's what I'm so excited for people to see, is just like we're a new band, and in like the best way possible. So
it's professionally mixed and mastered. I didn't do
professionally
it this
mixed,
time.
yeah,
so
you know,
sounds good.
Definitely EP was recorded in an apartment and in a basement, and you know what, it kind of popped off. I still get people being like, I love that raw sound.
Yeah,
and it's cool, but you know what, we wanted to like, you know, get something professionally done. And so it does sound really good. It's a new sound. I know it's not like an underground kind of sounding thing, but you know, we want to give the people like a new sense of like, hey, this is us.
I was not mixing it again. No. I tore my hair out.
But with that refined sound, it really does show, it adds to like the whole progression that y'all are having, moving from like, you know, the EP to the full length. And it ties in very well. I'm also one that really loves that EP and the grittiness of the sound. But I'm also like, a sucker for a really good like punk DIY recorded anything. So.
It's nice that you can hear what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shout out Abe Anderson. You did a good job. Loved working with you.
So yeah,
so
no.
good with tone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like actually getting like recording stuff. Like, oh, I'm doing this until like you know, and
Katie, make it better.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm just like,
Wait
oh
till
my
it's
god.
done, and, I mean, what a beautiful space too. You know, like
Yeah.
it was like an awesome garage and just the whole setup.
Fucking around doing cartwheels outside was
Yeah.
awesome. Waiting for my turn to go. I was like, I'm gonna swing, do cartwheels, figure out how to make a TikTok. Oh my god. I was like, dude, we should make a TikTok account. So in that moment, I was like, we're gonna make a TikTok while I'm waiting to go record. And I got so angry because I couldn't fucking figure out. So I'm on YouTube trying to be like, how do you make a TikTok? And then I was like, if my fucking ass has to go on YouTube to figure out how to make a TikTok, I'm just gonna throw my phone into the river. Because like I'm too old for this now.
They don't teach you that shit in PhD school.
Yeah, Dr. Katie Kelly did not learn that.
I also don't know how to make a TikTok, so
Yeah.
but I'm like 30.
I don't know how to
so-
use YouTube, so I went to TikTok to learn how to use it.
And it comes full circle now.
Yeah.
That's the way of the world.
Each one of us knows how to work one app.
And that's how we got in the band.
And that- yeah, like thank God Derek knows how to use Facebook. I deleted my Twitter, so that's where I'm at, right?
Only BBDC member on Twitter.
all the shit posts.
If you don't shitpost, what are you doing?
I literally made a tweet that was like, I'm the only member of BBDC on Twitter now, and then it was a screenshot of Jess saying, fuck Katie Kelly.
And like what? People, it wasn't popping off, and you were just
I was
like,
like, does everyone think I'm like actually shitting on you? I'm not. This is a joke.
this is like the funniest
Comedy
thing.
gold. Yeah. What do you guys not appreciate about this?
Yeah, like it's so funny. I almost posted that picture on the BBDC story.
On Instagram.
Yeah. It was like Happy Valentine's Day. Fuck Katie Kelly.
Fuck Katie Kelly. Eat shit and die.
You shouldn't. That was so funny. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When we recorded the album, you didn't walk in and be like, for half of the songs, wait, we're putting this on the EP?
I did in fact do that. I did in fact do that.
It was so funny.
I know.
It was like, we're gonna record Kill All Men, and you're like, we're putting this on the EP? Why?
That's so funny. Because we were like, it was so funny because then like, yeah, I was just like, why the fuck are we putting Kill All Men on the EP? And
Tattoo. And I think you also did it for Classic.
I
No,
did.
it wasn't Classic. It was Cowboy Hat.
Oh,
Sounds
dude.
right.
I just can't be like, I am the Lone Star and take myself seriously. And I like that's just so funny. And then like Kill All Men popped off on TikTok. People in Poland are pissed off for whatever reason. So
But we're not playing Kill All Men ever again.
yeah,
so
we're not playing Kill
just
All
so
Men
you- just so
anymore.
y'all know.
Sorry, y'all. Like
Not
you know,
sorry.
not that sorry. You can go listen to it on Spotify. You know, give us streams. But you know, we got better shit. We got better shit. And that's what you know,
Not
progressing
into
as a band is.
Not into the rad femme politics anymore.
Yeah, so you know that's just another thing. Like, come see us live, and like we got better shit. We got better stuff to show people, and like we finally like you know realized that, and I think that's why our shows are popping off too, because like we are playing like our new shit, and it's fucking good. Like I love the stuff we make. I think every band should love what they make.
Oh yeah, I know. I see it on your 3x3s.
Yeah,
And your Spotify raps.
my 5x5 Spotifys just have like my own band on it, and I can't help it. I listen to my song and I'm just like,
She's in the top
This-
1% of
dude, I'm about to get like a top badge fan on Facebook of like our own. I swear I'm so close. I have to be. It's so funny.
Before we kind of transition, is there anything with this new album or just BBDC in general that you want the people to know about that I might not have hit?
The court in basketball, divorce court, is a tennis court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just thinking about this the other day because
Yeah.
it makes you think of court because of divorcing.
Yeah, no,
the
it
court
makes
of a basketball.
it makes you
Or
think
tennis.
it's like a divorce court
Yeah.
or like a basketball court, but it's actually a tennis court.
Yeah, we got the whole mix in it.
Yeah, they're all completely 3 separate things.
Yeah.
They're not related
Wow.
in
You
any
know.
sense.
Yeah, so there's the name portion.
Basketball.
Thus the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are chaotic, and that's the way we like to keep it. And so we're this is our debut of admitting this.
Well, actually, it was a tweet. We tweeted this a long time
Well,
ago.
I'm not
our
on
first
Twitter.
step.
I'm not on Twitter.
That's, I love a good recurring gag.
Well, yeah, I just posted a video of me getting absolutely annihilated by a tennis ball.
You posted that like 5 times.
Oh, it's like on one of the canvases on Spotify as
Yeah.
well. It's hilarious. I think it has to be one of the funniest videos of me, just because I'm so awful at sports.
Yeah.
I double dribble like a motherfucker. So, like, don't ever ask me to be on your team. I mean,
She's 4'11".
besides the fact that I'm 4'11", and it's on my driver's license, like I said, but...
It was kind of funny last night. So my roommate went with me to the show, and you had walked by, and he's like, I didn't realize how, like, short they are. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then, like...
We're not a tall band.
And then, like, in the middle of your song, you're like, yeah, I'm 4'11". It fucking says it on my driver's license. And then he just turns to me, he's like, I told you. And I was like, dude, I don't like, I know this. Like...
Like,
Hey, Jack, you barely made the cusp. You're like on the edge of being too tall.
You're taller than... Dude, Adrian
Adrian was 6'5".
Adrian
yeah.
was
that's
6'5". Our
huge.
old
Yeah,
bassist was
You used to
6'5".
make jokes about like you should just punt Katie off stage like a football.
Well, and then I'm like, Adrian and I can never be in pictures together because one of us is
strong
gonna
enough. I
get
think
cut
you-
out.
Actually, do that.
Just
I think you-
roll her up the little.
Yeah. Like I was wearing like 2-inch platforms last night, so I was like 5'11", and I was just like, Katie.
Dude, literally, and I was just like, oh, you fucker. Like, I was like, how's the weather up there?
Like, how's it down there?
It's pretty fucking cold. Okay.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like there was at least one show at Gabe's where I don't think Adrian had, like, bumped up their mic. So when he went to go sing the parts in, I can't remember the name of the song.
My hidden feelings are
Yeah.
crying out in pain.
There's some Sword Art Online
Yeah.
reference in case someone knows.
I feel like they would just, like, kind of, like, hunch over
I know.
towards the mic and, like, never had it up high enough.
Adrian was like, this is just how the mic is.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't
never
get any taller
adjusted
than
it.
this, yeah.
And then there's me being like, okay, I need to get the mic. And I'm just short as shit. I, like, took pictures at one of our gigs. Like, I took a selfie with the mic that's, like, way fucking taller than me. And it's just, like, it's at an angle like this because I couldn't get any other angle with the mic in the picture. And I was just like, this is hilarious. This has to be the funniest thing.
Endless material with that. Let me tell you.
The
Oh,
bit
yeah.
that just keeps on giving.
Just keeps on giving. Katie Kelly is short is never not funny.
I know. I think I'm shrinking. I'm getting
Yeah.
closer to the earth. I'm
Remember when you
becoming
used to
one.
say you were 5'3"?
Yeah.
That was such bullshit.
I wanted to make people believe that, and then, like, everyone was
That's
like,
Honestly, I didn't really
girl
question
boss.
it, really.
no
Not
one
to
questioned
mention
it really, except people were
Like,
probably
it's close
thinking,
enough.
like, this
I
line.
still gotta look
has
down
been-
at you. I mean, I don't know.
Our friend Mel was like, I'm 5'2", and Katie's like shorter than me. Like, this bitch is lying.
I straight up was. I was like, let me see if people believe this. Let's see. They did not. Wrong. I was like, don't look at my driver's license. Don't you dare.
Well, now we're going to kind of transition into the later half of these episodes, which are always my favorite part of the episodes. This is the fun storytelling part. So, I mean, the reason this podcast ever even exists is because me and my friends would tell each other stories from our time touring, but it's kind of annoying hearing the same story when you were in the van anyways, and you were there when it happened. So, I like to hear other people's stories. Like I normally say, it could be from tours, shows, time recording, anything horrendous to tremendous, or anything, or any adjective in between.
Oh.
Dang, I already related my favorite story, which was when we were recording the EP in my apartment, and you were like, "We're putting this on the album." Well, the other really funny story is we were recording Pup Tattoo for the EP in like my bedroom at my apartment in Iowa City, 332 South Lynn Street, apartment 106, I think, no 206, and we didn't have lyrics for Pup Tattoo at the time, so Katie Keller was like, "What the fuck do I write this song about?" And I was like, I had just seen like this meme like the day before where it's like this garlic bread meme where it's like best friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then like in each word like the end aspect of it is capitalized, and then it says garlic bread at the bottom, and it's like only garlic bread has no end. And I was like, you should write a song that's like this garlic bread meme.
And literally it's like friendships never seem to last, relationships always end, there's nothing left to do but get away from you, fuck you.
Yeah.
And
like,
that's all the lyrics.
And that's the garlic.
It was from a garlic bread meme.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what else. What is some?
It's like all the other songs didn't have lyrics before like our first show, so it's like Adrian and I were just like sitting in his bedroom like coming up with some random ass lyrics beforehand. Like Kill All Men was always called Kill All Men, but it didn't have like any like lyrics to go in between, so I was just like, how many more must die from the violence? And he's like, oh, okay, that's good. And then Adrian,
perfect, right down.
Adrian and I were really into like cowboy shit at the time. So like he was wearing a cowboy hat, and we were like, so we were like, for cowboy hat, we were just like, okay, we'll make some lyrics about cowboys and shit. And like there's this line about like big iron round my waist, which is totally like a ripoff of that Marty Robbins song that's in Fallout New Vegas. The Big Iron song.
Dude, Segoy is totally inspired and maybe ripped it off from Linkin Park.
I mean, it's really like I want to feel, I want to heal. Like I'm pretty sure Chester Bennington does that lyric, that like rhyme.
I can hear it all.
I
like
literally,
5
and the
times.
wild thing is like I didn't know that. Like I don't know that Linkin Park song, and yet I completely ripped it off, and I was like, Chester and I one brain, yo.
Because me and Adrian were super into Linkin Park in 2019. We were listening to that shit all the time. Like we would just get really drunk and then just put on like Hybrid Theory and just like run around our living room.
Well, the funny thing was actually, I met Derek. So that was one of our chaotic shows. Is we had Segoy. I did not have lyrics for Segoy. We were going to perform that song, and at the bar, I was writing the lyrics. And this guy kind of comes up and starts like trying to be chummy with me, and I was like, "Sir, I'm doing something right now. I am busy writing a hit song, so I need you to leave." And at that same show, that's when we had Derek as our new drummer, and I met Derek on stage right before we were gonna go on, and we never practiced together because I had to work my fucking corporate day job, and so yeah, I was just like, "Hey, I'm Katie," and Derek's like, "I'm Derek," and I was like, "All right, let's rip a gig together."
I think you met me literally behind the drums.
Yeah.
I was sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, but
Oh
I
my.
remember I learned all those songs that day.
Yeah.
I think my buddy Connor, where you guys had your show right before I came on, he had hit me up and said like, these guys might need a drummer or something like that, and I was like, all right, word. And they got a show like you. I think you're like, you got a show Wednesday, and I think Wednesday was the only day I could fucking practice or something like that.
Yeah.
We were just like 3 hours just hammering out and fuck it, just go at it.
Adrian and I came over and we were just like, yeah, okay.
Well, we had a fill-in drummer for one show.
Shout out Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. And it was okay. It wasn't funny. It kind of was. It was really funny. It was really funny. I felt bad for Tommy though. I could tell he was stressed. Thank you so much for doing.
Stressed,
and I felt bad because I was like, it's a house show. It's gonna be just loud as shit. So I'm just like, do a beat. It doesn't matter. And so I go upstairs, and Tommy is like listening to this so intently, like all of our demos, and make sure he gets it right, and just chugging Tito's. He's like, and I was like, I went over to Tommy. I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's just like, And I was like,
I forever love him for that, though. He's so cool.
I know. I was just like, I loved it, but I was like, oh my god, like that was.
we were playing with Offener. Shout out, Nate.
Yeah, I'm playing with Offener that day.
They ordered a pizza.
Yeah, ordered a pizza at the gig.
My friend Mel was just in the living room, like, stealing their pizza while they were playing. So.
There's a stripper. Dude, there's a stripper pole. Someone definitely busted.
Emily. Yeah,
it was
Emily
busted that shit.
It was fun.
That was like one of the coolest house venues I've ever played at.
Someone like moshed into me. And, like,
yeah, that was the one show.
Night. Someone like moshed into me, like took my pedal board out of commission. So then Emily like posted up in front of me and like. People were still moshing towards me, and she would just like grab them and throw them.
Yeah, it was like I don't think so.
Yeah,
I was just like, hell yeah.
Emily's like what 6'3", like.
Oh yeah, Emily's tall.
Fucking just.
I think she's like 5.
One of my like I think it's so funny. We did our first show at this burger place.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't sing for like half of it, and like
you went to the bathroom.
I went to the bathroom in the middle of the set. I went to the bathroom in the middle of the set, and I was like, "Dude, I'm really nervous. I'm gonna like throw up." Like, and Emily was just like, "No, you are not," and throws me out of the bathroom. And I went, and the one song I sang besides I think Kill 'Em Men was the Sweater song by Weezer.
Weezer cover.
The Weezer cover. And we did Sick Shit by
Pangea. Together
Pangea. And Loki, I told someone last night we covered Dinosaur Jr. That was a straight up lie. I forgot what Together Pangea was, and I was like, yeah.
Dinosaur Pangea, that makes sense.
Because you guys had talked about covering Dinosaur Jr., so last night
When the fuck did we talk about that?
Y'all were talking about Dinosaur Jr. a lot in that day, not covering it.
I like Dinosaur
Jr. So, definitely told someone last night that we covered Dinosaur Jr. That was a straight up lie.
Let's just stick with the Linkin Park covers for a little bit.
Yeah, no. Oh my god.
I'd love to do a Linkin Park
cover. Then we went to Gabe's afterwards, and someone came up to me and was just like, "You had a great set," and I was just like,
"Who are you?"
I literally was like, "Why? Why are you saying that?" I didn't play for half of it, and the Weezer song was the only one that popped off a little bit, and there was 3 people standing in front of me, and I was like, there's so many people right now. It was 3. It was like 3 people going hard to like Weezer.
And then that burger joint was out of business like the next week.
Yep. And the thing is we got asked to do a Lamplight series, which is like people play in a coffee shop, like acoustic, and I was like, I don't think we're like your speed.
Well, for a long time we were like, okay, we'll do an acoustic set, which is so funny to think about because we would have been terrible. There would be no band if we had done.
I know. That. I was like, let's do some slam poetry.
So it's like we tried, like we did some practices for that, and we were like, this is terrible. So then we got Adrian, and like from like our old band, and then was like, okay, well this will just be we don't have to talk about that other person.
Yeah, no, the older member of the band, and so yeah, we played a couple shows with that. Well, a good amount of shows, and it was just the most chaotic thing ever. And to see like what we're doing now is like I consider us like we take shit seriously as a decently professional band. I'd say we still fuck around. I mean, come on, we're basketball divorce court. We mad fuck around. Like, you know, I don't know. I think of that, and so I don't know. We've played with so many cool bands. I think one of the coolest bands we've ever played with is Pool Kids, which was ironically our shittiest show.
Our worst show ever.
Our shittiest
I don't like
show.
to think of it. We played it in Ames too. So
Ames,
obviously
Iowa.
it was
One of
gonna
my
be
favorite setups. It was so cool down there. They had
really
fans and AC, and
it's a really nice venue. But you know, the Ames, like the toxic Ames vibes, not, you know, just putting an Iowa City band in Ames is just not gonna go well.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm taking this rivalry seriously.
Yeah, you really are.
Well, like, yeah, and I think I think about it, and I'm like, I played with Pool Kids, and now they're going on tour with Pup, and I'm like, that's my favorite band of all time, and I'm like, and I was like, I played with that band, that's crazy, and I was just like, dude, that could be us one day. That could, like...
If we just didn't suck at that one show.
If we just didn't suck on the one show that, like, was most... Like,
I don't even know why you're interviewing us at this point. I mean...
I'm just gonna scrap it all.
Scrap the whole thing.
And the mics aren't even on.
Flubbed and Ames.
The lights are on.
The most important place to have a good show.
I like walked outside, sat on the curb, and I was like, oh, we're on right now. I was like, oh shit, yeah. So yeah, that was kind of like a chaotic show. I don't know, we just show up, we do our shit, like we make sure everyone's respectful, like
I'm trying to think of other funny stories.
I know, I'm trying to think of like
you know, we show up, we do our shit, and then we break up with our girlfriends afterwards.
Yeah.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Did that shit.
Wife gets the kids.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it was chaotic. That evening was
so
ridiculous.
We were like blasted for every single show in like 2019, so it's like, and now we're like sober up for like every other show. So
yeah, now
it's very different. It's a very different experience.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
speak for yourself, Lena.
we literally, I was like,
I'll wait till after to use those like those free drinks.
Dude, yeah.
Like, cause you gotta watch it, guys. I'm just gonna go out in the car and
like,
wait for a second,
yeah.
and then play the show.
Just be like chugging White Claws before, because that was the White Claw summer.
We had a White Claw summer. I remember we got White Claw. I got a 12-pack.
You would just carry it around in your backpack.
Dude,
wherever we would go.
I was my Twitter name was the girl with the backpack, because I would bring my backpack everywhere and no one would like think it's weird. Yeah. And so I remember, we just used to bring White Claws, and I remember one specific story that like I bought some White Claw Pure. For people who don't know what that is, it is basically White Claw with no flavor. No syrup.
It's basically vodka water.
It is a vodka water that's carbonated, and it was... They only had it in 12-pack. Yeah. And I was like, this is some devil shit. Like, this is not from this world.
This drink is cursed.
It was, and we had a 12-pack, and the thing was, I was so poor at that time that I was just like, this is my life.
Yeah.
This is just my life now. Like, with these White Claws, I was like, I can't take it back.
What am I becoming?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah, I literally was just like...
Second guessing your entire...
I think I had an out-of-body experience when I took that first sip. I shit you not. Like, it was horrible. And so we had a White Claw summer, and we used to get, like, just, like, absolutely tanked, because it was like we were playing shows all the time.
I was scared.
Yeah, I was nervous. And now it's just like thinking about drinking before a set. I'm like, dude,
I would be dead.
I would be
dying.
I think I drank, like, in October we had a show. I drank like one drink beforehand, and I was like, tummy hurt. Like, fuck this. I can't do this on stage and like jump around when I got like a vodka lemonade in me. And like, I can't do this. Like, my tummy can't hold up like this. Like, I'm just like, fuck that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of wild because like the pandemic like really just like
pandemic'd it up.
Yeah, it cut it off for us. And like, I think the first year we were kind of going stupid and crazy.
Yeah.
We were a wild band. We were doing some dumb shit.
Playing a billion shows a day.
Technically, I got banned from one of the 3 venues.
Oh, yeah, that's a funny story.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. So, this is kind of a band story, kind of not, because it's just at a venue we used to play at a lot.
You're not gonna say what
nope, redacted. I won't say which one. I'm not trying to get banned even more. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I go, and, like, I watch this acoustic set, right? And we're just going for the first band, and no one's at the door or whatever, so like I go sit at the bar, we go listen to this acoustic sets, the opener, and then we're about to leave. And then I'm trying to pay, and the bartender is doing her job, and I'm just waiting, and the person comes around and I was just like, you gotta pay for the show. And I was just like, oh, I'm leaving. She's like, yeah, you better be. And I was like, shit, okay, like I'm trying. So I walk, and I'm just like, let's go get some champagne. Like, let's have a wild night. And then I get to the gas station, the L&M. And
shout out to L&M in Iowa City.
Shout out L&M. And I realized I don't have my ID, and I left it at the bar, and I'm like, fuck. So I walk back. And I walk back, and the girl's actually working the door, and she was like, I was like, hey, I left my ID in here. I'm like gonna leave. I promise you. And she was just like, you're not allowed in. And I was like, so I'm gonna go in and get my ID, because I was just like, I'm not gonna not have my ID because you want me to pay $7 for this show, and I felt bad because it's not that I wouldn't support shows, I just wasn't going to it. And so I go and grab my ID, and she screams in the middle of this acoustic set, and she's just like, you're never allowed in here again, get out. And I was just like, I don't like this venue anyways. I was just like, I walked out. Because, like, the only reason I didn't like that venue, it had a great stage, you know, but, like, not a lot of people came, and the vibe was more acoustic-y. And so definitely not, like, our band. And, like, it was, like, those people that, like, this was pre-pandemic, and you would think people are just standing 6 feet apart just for, like, pre-COVID. Everyone's just, like...
Pretty sure we played there, like, a week later.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and so...
I remember hearing this story.
I'm technically banned, and then we, like, booked a show next week. The worst part is that I have so many tattoos on my legs that it's, like, I can't hide. Like, I can't hide in the summer. And so it's just, like, I don't know. I was just like, please, God, don't recognize me. Please, God, don't be working right now. So, yeah, and I was just like, I gotta hide. But, yeah, no, I remember, yeah, so technically I'm banned from that one redacted venue, and I just think that's the funniest thing to me, because it's like, man, I'd never go back there anyways, but, like, you know, like, it was just kind of wild, just because it's not, like, our vibe, you know, like, people would never, like, come close to the stage. No one would, like, mosh. People would mainly be like, and I'm like, like, I'm just like, and I was just like, this ain't it.
I just remember every time we played there, something bad happened, too.
Yeah, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I wore a sweater one time. Why? I don't know.
I remember one time I came down to Iowa City, like, when I just moved up here, and, like, we were playing a show at the Plaster House, and
Yes.
I was wearing a sweater, and you all were just, like, making fun of me. You're like, Elena, why are you wearing a sweater? And I'm like, it's cold in Minnesota. Like, what do you want from me?
I know. I always,
You're,
like,
fucking sweater wearer.
well, like, it's always, like, 10 degrees warmer in Iowa, so I, like, never think of that. And so, yeah, technically I'm banned from a venue. Yeah, in Iowa City, so trying to get banned up here, too, you know? I'll see how long that takes, you know? I felt...
It's good for rep.
Yeah.
Dude, last night at the all ages venue, I was like, I hope they know the F word is. I'm gonna feel real bad.
I
Like,
can't say frick in my Minecraft
yeah, frick
server.
capitalism. And I was like, some of our songs are a little daring, pushing the limits. And I was like, I don't know if we're like an all ages band, but I was like, we definitely are, and they go hard.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun playing an all ages venue. I don't know if that was definitely wasn't the first time
I
we've
haven't
done
been
it.
to an all ages venue in a long time.
Yeah, there was a couple house
Long
venues.
time.
Like the Plaster House became an all ages venue,
Yeah.
which was pretty
We
sick.
haven't played at the Plaster House. I don't know if that's not
It's-
around anymore.
It's not
Yeah.
around. It's not around. Like, the worst part is there's no house venues anymore in Iowa City, which is why we kind of got to travel and shit, or we just go to Gabe's. Like,
Well, there's a couple, but they're more for like the hardcore scene.
yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
We're not a hardcore band.
I wouldn't say we're a hardcore band at all. Like, we have fun. We're punk,
we have
but
a little jangly song.
we don't go like, like, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what
I
I'm
think there's
talking
just
about.
like little hoppity, just kind
yeah,
of just
it's just
more.
like-
Excuse me, who are you? Says we're the only hardcore band that exists, though.
That is
It's headed on Twitter.com, so
I'm
you
just-
know it's real.
I'm just saying, no one's gonna crowd kill. No one's gonna, like, you know, like, windmill kick
Oh,
me.
remember
Good.
in Iowa City, every gig you would be like, I need someone to come punch me in the face.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause I
every
was just
gig,
like,
please do
Someone
it.
come punch me in the face. Yeah, because I was just like, how punk can we make this
Come
shit?
crowd kill me. Like,
And
right
then no
now.
one moved. Everyone stood still, and I was like, got it.
Yeah, I think it'd be assault if they actually punched you.
Yeah,
So,
well,
I
like,
don't know if that's a...
I was also very unhinged back then.
Pay my student loans.
Yeah, like literally. So I was very unhinged.
Someone
in the
just
worst
beat
way
me
possible.
up. I want to feel something.
I'm still unhinged. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted.
I'll always
be that bitch. Yeah, but yeah, it's just in a more like I do take this like a lot more seriously than I did before. But, you know, we fuck around, we have fun, you know, try to not make it super chaotic. I'm sure, we've never been on tour, so I'm sure once we go on tour, everyone's gonna be like, damn, remember that whole bottle of dry shampoo we went through? That's wild, man. And, like, you know, we'll be sleeping on some... It's really cool, because, like, I got a venue where they have an apartment upstairs. And I'm super stoked to see that. You know, we're going to be playing at some cool places. We're going to be traveling. Probably everyone's going to be cranky a little bit. And I'm so excited. So excited for every aspect of tour, even the not really fun parts, which I think I have to drive through Chicago. So I'm going to be nails in the steering wheel the whole time. But everything is going to be so worth it.
We just got to make sure that Derek eats food because he gets hangry in the mornings.
Dude, literally, okay, one funny
thing. He becomes very ornery.
One funny thing, when we were recording drums for the EP...
Oh, yeah.
like, we couldn't get it, like, kind of on beat, really.
We weren't getting a good take.
Yeah.
Eric was just like, let me go upstairs and make some food. And then, like, he went upstairs and, like, made like,
fish.
sauce. Fish sandwich. It's like, I have this very vivid memory of, like, being at your house and you, like, making, like, a sausage... or like some eggs and like a sausage and like this like so much butter.
And then right after Derek ate, we got a perfect take. Perfect take.
Usually the problem. If there's a problem.
Dude, yeah. I was just like, okay, that like let's fucking go. That was really funny, Derek.
Now I need another meal. I get the next take.
This is another really funny. So Derek's like a boxing teacher, boxer,
bodyguard for the band.
Amateur boxer,
I don't know,
boxing
I don't know
teacher.
the appropriate title. But this one time, you had a boxing punching bag.
A boxing
bag up in the garage, and you took Jess, who's my partner and like our old manager, in there, and was like, Jess, I'm going to show you how to do some boxing stuff, and y'all just started hitting it, and like Katie and I were there, and we were just like, ah.
Yeah, Adrian and Jess were learning like punches and stuff, and Elena and I were like in the back being like so scared.
Oh no.
Be like, oh my god.
Adrian seemed the most interested, but I don't think he ever, I don't know, he still has those gloves of mine, but they're like fucking $20 or something like that, you know, I was like nothing to worry about. But
dude, it's so funny.
I was really hoping he'd
girly
get
girls.
I tell everyone you're an MMA fighter.
Just boxer.
Dude, I really go the extra length to hype you up.
Oh, deal. I mean, it's not the only thing I can do. It's just the thing that, like, I feel like is the trickiest, and so I got to focus on that to get that aspect. Those skills I want.
Derek,
so.
I really almost broke my toe one time, like, kicking a football, so, like...
Please don't hurt me.
Dude, like, you're really doing some shit, so... That's why I compare you to an MMA fighter to me, like, because like if you look at me and look at you, you are
kick pedal. That's kicking, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing.
I'm getting my miles in with that. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think that's awesome.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You are. You really are. I'm just.
I don't like to fight. It's triggering.
I just got some haters out there, and I cause my own problems. It's funny how I cause my own problems, but no, it's like
wherever you go, like beef just kind of follows.
And I don't get it. Like I just show up places and people are just like that bitch, and I'm like, I kind of take it at this point, and I'm like,
why do you think I gotta keep working out?
Why do you think I wrote a song about shit like that? Like, you know, like, but no, like in all reality, it's all love, like all love all the time, like. Most of the time. But yeah, no, it's fucking rad. We've had some like, it's wild because like, you know, we're like reminiscing and everything, and it's like, you know, bringing stuff up, and it's wild because sometimes it all just kind of like melds together, and especially because like we're playing shows a little less frequently and everything, so it's like I really want to make those moments count. And I always make sure to get a picture of all 4 of us, like, at every gig, because we don't have, like, too many promo pics, you know, and it's just, like, it's also, like, I'm making memories with my best friends. Like, are you kidding me? This is, like, the time of my life.
I think pictures are really important because you never know, like, if you don't take pictures with your friends, you never know how long those friends are going to be around. So those pictures that we take every single time, I really love them.
I love them so much.
They bring me a lot of joy.
Yeah. Like I said, we're a bunch of best friends doing music, doing what we love. And, like, that's all, you know, again, like, it's all love all over. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's why, you know, we've had a lot of crazy experiences, but at the same time, like, you know, we just, like, hang out. Like, we just genuinely enjoy each other's company, and it's awesome. And I can't wait to make so many more memories, because I'm sure, like, there's going to be chaos, like I said, on tour, but, you know, I love keeping that door open for, like, I am so embracing all the chaos, all of the hardships, all of the probably times I'm going to schedule my cries on tour, so... You know, it's kind of wild, but it works. Like, we make it work, and that's what I love about us so much.
Well, I definitely can't wait to hear all the shenanigans that you guys get into.
Oh, we'll update you.
Please do.
We'll be like, can we do
I'll be live tweeting.
I don't know if you recall, but we're going to go through a whole bottle of dry shampoo.
That is true.
Fucking crazy.
Don't worry, I'll get the Dove brand.
What?
Because I know it's BBDC's first tour, but have you toured?
Not yet, no.
First tour also for you?
No, this would be my first tour.
First tour.
First for you also?
Yeah.
First for everyone.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely something I miss. Because, I mean, yes, you're out there playing shows every night, doing your thing, but also just being in a van or a car with your best friends and just, like, those moments that happen, like, in the drive, just, like, someone says something stupid and you just rag on them for that entire rest of the tour, or just all the stuff you'll see, like, that's the stuff I miss. Like, I never played anyway, so I didn't give a shit about missing out on playing. It's more just the time hanging out with your friends. That's the shit.
Like, I can't wait to spend a whole week with my best friends. Like, instead of just a weekend, you know?
It's gonna help us grow as friends.
We're gonna get close. We're gonna get the nitty-gritty stuff from each other. We're gonna learn about each other even more than we already know. And I think that's so sick. Yeah. I think it's so incredible, honestly. I'm so stoked. Like I said, I'm going to embrace the bad parts, good parts, hard parts, everything. So
now we're into tour. So what's your biggest fear?
So my biggest fear...
I'm way too good at that, like being way too deep and like interpersonal.
My car,
like, Jack, can you not be that serious today? I've been talking for 3 days straight.
The car breaking down.
Yep.
Low key, I'm going to go get that car checked.
That's probably going to be the biggest thing to be like, Jack, shut the fuck up. I can't listen to your voice anymore.
What do I have to say right now to get you to fight me? Tell me.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, no, I think I fear for my little car. So I drive it so much, you know, like, my boyfriend lives up here, so every other weekend I try to, you know, get up here and everything, and my car is pretty reliable, but, you know, if that breaks down on tour, that might suck a little.
As long as it's just still silently sitting over there.
Country girls make do.
And so, like...
Did you finish your coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get this man on both sides.
So we just played a show with Logan last night, which was super cool. Honorary fangirl.
Bonnie Logballs thought you were in the band and gave you a sticker.
I think they thought you were our drummer.
That's fine. I wasn't gonna change that.
Oh my god, but yeah, yeah. So like I drive here all the time. Drive's like easier than normal, but it's like a whole different thing when you're traveling the Midwest.
No.
Yeah, and you know, like my hopes for everything are just, you know.
Can listen to so much jazz.
So
much jazz.
I'm gonna subject everyone to my emo music.
What are you talking? We already are.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. On the drive up, I feel so bad for you guys because I just play Mom Jeans like the annoying bitch that I am.
Origami Angel, Mom Jeans, and Pup.
That's not Jack.
Jack, don't call me out. Okay?
Repeat.
Those are good ones.
Don't say it so loud. It's like when your credit card gets declined. It's like, shut your fucking mouth.
What credit card details have you like this SpongeBob reaction image?
What some friends did one time when they did like a little run out to Chicago to play a show, and on the way back, one of the members just played Life is a Highway on repeat.
Oh, just to be annoying, probably.
Yeah, but just also to see like how
again.
long it would take everyone to notice.
That's funny.
And I think he said that he got like four ways
No
through
way.
Life is a Highway.
Dude, I'm probably just gonna
That's so
put on like
fucked up.
Your Man by Josh Turner and see how long it takes everyone to kick me out of my own car.
I'm down for a little bump and grind.
Listen to some Jersey Club.
Yeah.
Some Fugazi.
So one time, I guess Adrian and I were driving to Madison that one time,
Oh, God,
and it was
yeah.
like the middle of the fucking night, and like somewhere in the the backwoods
Yep.
on 94 in Wisconsin,
Yep.
there was an owl in the middle of the road, and we didn't see it until like it was too late, but we saw it before it happened, and we just both started screaming like no, like no, like really loudly, and then there's a little TW, trigger warning. There was a little thunk, and then we kept screaming for like another 5 minutes, and then we were like, we'll never speak of this again. Oh fuck. I messed that shit up. Oh no.
The wild
Just
thing is
remembered.
I haven't even heard that story. This is my first time hearing that story.
Yeah, no, that was.
Because he did get told
if
down.
anything-
It reminds me of the.
If anything like that happens to us, I don't know how it's gonna go.
I don't think you can take that owl back to the nature
No, you
preservation
can't. No, that.
to get it retrained in the wild.
Reminds me like you just broke your silence, but there was a weird thing I noticed in the show last night. I had sunglasses on, you had a mask on,
Oh yeah.
and Derek had earplugs in. It was like blind, deaf, and dumb. Like hear no evil, see no evil,
Yeah.
speak no evil.
The monkeys, the iPhone emojis.
The
And
meme.
there I am just having just balls to the wall, nothing on. And I'm just like, you know what?
You looked also so in your element last night. You had the jean jacket on, you had the sunglasses on, you had the beanie on, and you were just vibing so hard.
Literally, it was so dope.
I may have went a little bit too hard the past few days because of my birthday. The sunglasses were total light sensitive. It was just like
It was funny too because
very overstimulated.
Well, right before you came up to me and Steph, we were talking to Derek, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it was Jack's birthday, so like we've kind of been just partying all weekend." And then you pop up with just your sunglasses on. I was like, "This makes sense. I get
This
it."
the guy? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, literally, I know. They walked in, and I was just like, y'all look a little
Disheveled.
disheveled. That's a good word. Like, you didn't look bad, but I was like, damn, like, are y'all okay? Like, y'all good? So, yeah, no, it was just so fucking funny, and I was just like, we're gonna rip a gig, and it's gonna be a sick gig, even though people are a little,
Country girls are gonna make do.
country girls are gonna make do. That's what's up. So, I mean, it worked out. I mean, that's what it is with us. It's just, we never know.
We're just
like,
a bunch of country girls.
we're just a bunch of
girls
country
making
girls.
do.
You're just a bunch of country
That's
girls
really-
making do, and that's up to interpretation.
That's the philosophy of life.
We're
You
gonna
know?
spread our dew in a town near you.
Kitty Kelly, you know where that's from, right?
What?
Do you know where country girls make do is from?
What is it?
Oh, that's so funny.
That's why I'm like, it's up to interpretation, because I also don't know what it means.
Well, when you do, there's a little less interpretation.
Do I need to explain it?
We
Is
can,
that-
we can give it to her
is
later.
this an R-rated podcast?
This is an R-rated
Is this an
podcast.
R-rated podcast? Is my mom gonna hear this?
Is my mom gonna hear this?
So it's from a
Love you,
meme.
Mom.
It's from a meme, and the meme is city girls buy vibrators, country girls make do, and then there's like a little corn stalk that's like bent over and it's like dripping, and like there's this
No,
there's
I
this
need
country
you.
girl with no pants like walking away from it.
I can see this image so vividly, and I
I bet you see
am
it
never
before.
gonna unsee this and unhear this.
I'm gonna fucking show you.
Dude,
So I've just been annoying the shit out of Ezra and Jess, like, because I just say it all the fucking time. And Ezra's partner also says it, like, all the fucking time. Like, literally anything. It's like, oh, the mail's a little late. Like, yeah, country girls make do. Like
just general statement, not even like
it just
response.
makes sense.
Well, I'm not a country girl that makes do. Now that I know what I'm up on,
It's on the podcast. You...
It might get cut. We'll see.
Disregard. Cut
that.
I'm not a.
It's the top one. I can't find the original.
No, I'm just kidding. I am walking away from that.
You've been saying it so much recently.
Dude. I need to apologize to all my fans and friends and family right now.
And go to church.
Yeah.
I need Jesus right now. I need something stronger than Jesus, I think, after seeing that.
Yeah,
so
more mimosa.
We do have a third bottle if we want to crack it.
I just keep thinking about that song by... It's just the G6 song.
Like a G6.
Like a G6.
Someone like
popping bottles.
Someone like sampled that song, and I hear it all the time on like the R&B station. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. It's so bad.
So if you're listening to this,
and you wrote that,
we don't like it.
Or is that Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow, if you see this,
stop. Knock it off.
Stop
it.
But if you see it, you want to come on the podcast.
Yeah, if you want to come on the podcast, though, I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
My sister's in love with you, Jack Harlow.
So obviously, the full length's out. The insert name here, full length, which super stoked that it's finally out and that everyone else can hear it. But like, where was I going with this? That's like a cup of just champagne hit.
Same.
Yeah.
You're like, pop that third bottle.
Just so long as you can edit the name of the album into where insert name here, just cut the silence.
Dude, in like the Siri voice, it's so funny. Like just being like, yeah, the title.
Just get like a voice AI of like Trump and Biden saying it.
Fuck it, we ball.
No, I'm so happy y'all are going on a tour. I hope it goes off without a hitch. And goes super well. If anyone's looking for merch, music, or just BBDC in general, where can they find it? You each can say which one you operate. I don't know how you guys want to do that.
Well, music's on Spotify and the merch is on Bandcamp.
Well, we're on all streaming services.
Yeah, I mean,
Apple
if
Music.
you use Apple Music, I guess, or Tidal. I mean, honestly, they're probably better than Spotify, but
yeah. So we got
use of green and black.
Yeah.
At this
you
point.
can buy our merch on Bandcamp.
yeah, we got shirts. We're gonna have more shirts.
We are
for our album release show. So right now we have like black cat with knife. It's like sort of cat with knife evil. Also shout out Lil B Photo who designed the shirt. And then we're gonna have a pink version with a different design where it's like cat with knife but nice. So like not evil because it'll be like pink and lavender, so it'll be cute and romancy as opposed to the evil and hardcore black and red cat with knife shirt.
We gotta appeal to both crowds.
Yeah.
It was so cool last night though. One thing I noticed is like I was standing behind someone and they turned around and noticed me and they were like, "Hey, I'm wearing your shirt." And I was like, "Holy shit."
Sorry.
No. Like, isn't wild?
I think it's just beautiful. There was just someone that we didn't know that was just wearing the t-shirt. We got a picture of them. They're just so happy to be there and see us. And it was just like
so nice.
seeing fans. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and like I went outside after the gig because I thought I was going to have a heart attack or an aneurysm or both from playing. And she came up to me after the gig and was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "The fuck? You want a picture with me? Like that? What?" And like I just thought that was the coolest thing because it's like I want to like have people like our music like that. I want to, like, I don't know, spread a message of like shitty ex-boyfriends kind of suck. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. But for real, like, it's just really nice to like see people actually supporting us like that. I never know. I mean, like, we get streams, we get followers, we get everything, but seeing that in person is such a different element that, like, I don't know. It just, I love spreading, like, the music, the merch, like, you know, everything like that is just really fucking cool. And we've done it all ourselves. Like, we've figured it out. It took a little bit, but, like, I'm really proud of my band for really, like, you know, doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, come to our shows, though, if you want to get the t-shirt right away, free shipping. It's called I Hand It to You. So, if that encourages you, you get a discount. So
we may have physical releases one day, but like, it's a lot of who wants to do that?
Yeah, I know it's a little. Because I don't know if people listen to CDs. And, you know, tapes, people collect those. That'd be kind of cool to have someday. Vinyl is expensive. So, I don't know. And I don't, like...
I think it'd be so weird to have something that I've made on vinyl that gives me bad vibes, personally.
So, yeah, I think it's a little bit punk of us not going on vinyl. But I respect bands that come out with vinyl and everything. I think it's really fucking cool. Yeah. I think it's like, y'all are doing really cool shit. I know how expensive vinyl is. Like, you're really investing in your band, and I have mad respect for that.
Shout out Taylor Swift.
Shout out T Swifty, you know what I mean? So it's like...
Buying up the world's rubber supply.
Yeah. Buying at your local Urban Outfitters.
Her new album.
Yeah.
What it's called.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, that's where you can find all of our stuff. Highly recommend getting at our show, though, so.
And I don't think we mentioned it because we just talked about where you can find merch and music, but Derek, as we mentioned, runs the Facebook.
I was totally kidding. I was totally kidding. I run the Facebook. We run the
Katie runs all the social media, basically.
Besides the Twitter.
I have been demonstrably shown that I cannot run the social media. I will not post for 2 years.
I always like ask Elena. I was like, "Yo, is it like cool if I post this?" And like,
I'm like, "Please do." I don't want to.
Yeah, there's that.
But though, if you are DMing the band, and I will see. Just so you know.
No, I know you see every message, and like I feel bad. I've texted you, I think, a time or two, being like, "I'm so sorry. There's so many DMs."
No, I'm just like, if you send anything weird,
dude. Yeah,
I'll see it.
Yeah, I do be sending some weird
that
shit.
did confuse me.
I'm sorry for sending that meme the other day.
Oh yeah, I love to just pop into the DM conversations, and be like, "Oh, this is Elena, by the way," and it's like right after you say something.
It was so
different.
Well, it was so funny because you
were like, "Are you at the gig?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "But it's me," so it was like.
You had messaged us, and you had like I was reading your messages, and you had sent me 2, and I saw one of them, and I didn't see the message that was like, "What are you guys doing the weekend of the Pillar Forum show?" And I was like, I said, "So when do you want to do it?" Because you had asked, you're just like, "Yeah, what are you guys doing that weekend?" And I was like, "Yeah, when do you want to book?" Like I'm like a fucking idiot.
And then I'm like, meanwhile, texting you because I'm seeing this conversation and being like, "Katie, I don't think you read that message."
No, yeah. Elena had texted me. I was just like, "Katie, like, just asked us like to do it this weekend," and I was like, "Oh, it would be helpful if I could like read and everything." So, you know, but yeah, now we're here. Woo.
Now we're here. We did the thing. We had some mimosas. You know, we had a good time. Basketball Divorce Court 2023. Like,
dude, we're coming out. Like, I'm serious. We're
gonna get the World Series equivalent, but basketball.
Yeah.
For president next year.
Yeah.
Take over the world.
Take over the White House. Put a basketball court in it. Make it a house venue.
I think there is a basketball court in the.
Yeah.
I know damn well Joe Biden is not playing basketball.
I think like Nixon. No, Nixon put in the bowling alley.
But is there a tennis court? That's the real question.
That's the real question.
That's the real question.
And that's the question we're going to leave for everyone else. Make sure you check all the links below. Follow Basketball Divorce Court on all the socials. Go check out everything they have out. Especially check out the full length. And be ready for the dates for their upcoming tour. And other than that, just make sure you're following them. Just see what else is going on for all the shit posts and all the stuff like that. And one last big thank you to Basketball Divorce Court for stopping by on this fine Sunday, the night after a show. Most people would have been like, "Dude, fuck that. We're gonna go be be hungover and do all that. But thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We had a great
Thanks for
time.
having us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you so much. This has been so fun.
4 years in the making, finally.
4
Yeah.
years,
Oh,
yeah. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
So
We'll hit you up on the next album.
fuck yeah. I mean, other than that, I'll catch everyone on the next episode. Go follow
Cheers.
Basketball Divorce Court. See ya.
Perfect.
Boom.
That was awesome.